right, we're live. Oh my God, that was a 22-minute ordeal. 26 minutes, really. We're still waiting on Fiddler.
Sure.
Fiddler
Fearless
has
leader,
not arrived yet.
you saved the day. We're here.
Yeah, we made it.
We got a shit ton of hate mail in those last 5 minutes.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, our one listener, maybe two at the most we've ever had. Fat Toe and Shane. Once in a while, Peter Rinaldi, host of the podcast Back to One, sometimes does listen. I know that for a fact.
Peter Rinaldi. Why does that name sound so familiar?
Because he's been on as a guest host twice on the show. Maybe that's why he's not familiar to you.
How do you know him?
Actually, 3 times. He beat Shane 2 times.
How do you know him?
He's the host of the podcast Back to One, which I'm a big fan of, and I hunted
you're
him
just
down.
a big fan of the pod.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's cool.
Where's Fiddler? Where is he not with us?
Did you go to film school?
I did not. No, I think you know that. I think you would have known if I went to film school. I think.
We probably would have discussed it.
Yeah, probably. I imagine.
Hey!
David!
Oh,
David.
he's here. He's made it.
Oh, so sorry. I was late.
Yeah, we can reveal this now. Fiddler is the cause of our 22-minute delay.
I had
the first person to join.
It's true.
I had some technical problems.
Yeah, we forgive you, Fiddler. We forgive you. We understand that running a podcast is actually more difficult than it seems when all you do is combine and talk on the fucking phone for an hour.
Yeah, it's
This motherfucker didn't start getting ready until 6.
Let's take a step backwards and say that we were watching a TV show and Mojo told me it was 33 minutes long. It turns out it was 53 minutes long.
I said it was 51 minutes. He is just listening to headphones too fucking long at this life, and he no longer can hear.
She's like, oh, it's 33 minutes. I was like, oh, great, we can watch the whole thing. And she looked at me a little weird, but I didn't think anything out of it.
I guess he just thinks 9 minutes is a big deal.
And naturally, I get back to my computer at 6:53. I get back to the computer and it is completely frozen. It's frozen.
That's a very good intro for a podcast.
You want to know what show it was? It was from 25 years ago.
I wasn't going to get into the specifics of it.
It was 6 Feet Under.
Have you ever watched 6 Feet Under, Fiddler? I feel like this show's right up your alley. Have you ever watched it?
I'd heard of the show. I don't think I've seen it.
I was the same as you. I have never watched it. I had no interest.
I watched it as it came out.
And we watched what, I think 4 episodes so far right now. I think it's actually pretty great. I'm happy that I was able to save it for this long. You know what I mean?
What was the name of it for the audience and for myself?
6 Feet Under.
Oh.
It is a show about a family.
What'd you guess about what it's about?
Yeah. Take a guess.
It's probably about a family that lives 6 feet under the ground.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Fallout type story.
Yeah.
Have you, along the same lines, have you figured out what Peter Rinaldi, host of the podcast Back to One that we had as a guest host last time we were on the air, have you figured out what the work that he's talking about actually is?
To be direct.
Yeah. Please be direct.
I don't quite remember.
Oh, that checks out. I believe he said, when I was like, he doesn't know what your pod's about, he was like, he doesn't even understand the basic premise of it. It could be about, I don't know, spinning threads, like for all you know.
Yeah.
The work could be picking up garbage. That could be the work.
What about Christians for Life?
Yeah, exactly. That could be the work.
Is he trying to convert me?
You got secretly converted.
You don't even know it. You're converted.
I'm not a Christian.
I just lost all our listeners.
You have to
He
choose
will.
one of the three major religions. You're either Christian, Jewish, or Muslim. Which do you choose? What do you choose?
Are those really the three major? What about fucking Hinduism and Buddhism?
I think that's
Isn't Hinduism probably like the leading?
Those are what I call second-tier religions. They're,
yeah.
I had a friend who got offended because I forgot that the Catholicism is a Christian.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
goodness.
misspoke and she fucking almost lit me on
But-
fire for it.
In the defense of these second-tier religions, there is a third tier, and those are the ones that are just completely made up in the last 100 years, like Mormonism, Scientology.
I respect those the most.
Really?
What the fuck is time? What is
Yeah,
time?
exactly. Yeah. 1,000 years from now, they're gonna be like, "Oh, we're having 90% of the population is a Mormon."
Exactly.
You have no idea. Living through it, of course, Christians look totally ridiculous for like 500 years after Jesus died.
Yeah, they're only fucking like sanctified because of time. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, right. And then the emperor of the Christian, the emperor was converted, and that made Christians, cool. But if not for that, they would have been some weirdos just like Mormon. No less weird than Mormons or
No less weird than
Scientologists.
circuit keepers.
The circuit keepers, the AI
I'll just
religion.
say, for the audience, this is not
Yeah.
an anti-Christian show.
Yeah, fuck that.
No, of course
It's
not.
not.
Only insofar as AI is the only God that is applicable in modern times.
No, just kidding. Stick around because then we'll convert you.
We can bring AI to the circuit keepers religion.
Maybe AI's been around all this time.
How long do you think? How long has it been around? Would you say?
Who knows? Who knows? It could have been around for a billion years.
Right, but I mean, what form
good
would it
point.
have taken?
We're in a
What form would it have
simulation.
taken?
Yeah. Maybe it's just now that we found it recently.
Okay.
I mean, I guess that's technically true. We
Yeah.
found all the minerals and everything that it took to make AI here on this planet that did exist here.
I think
Yeah.
what Fiddler's actually saying, and I think it's
Oh
because
yeah, please translate.
it's because he's been reading *Sapiens*. He's been reading
Yeah,
*Sapiens*.
Oh,
He's
it's
good.
true.
Yes, that book.
I think
That's a good
the realization that he's come to, which you and I have also come to, Molecule, even if you don't remember it, explicitly right now. He's talking about the Krobes.
No, it is all about the
Talking
same.
about the Krobes. It's the Krobes.
Yeah.
And I
That's all
think
he talks about.
AI is an
Krobes.
extension of the Krobes. AI is an extension. The Krobes created AI. We wouldn't be able to create AI without the Krobes.
Technically true.
Of course, yeah.
So I
does
think
come
that's
back
what
to
he's
Krobes.
talking about. Like they were
Yeah.
around. They've run around for millions of years, billions of years. We just now have discovered them within 100 years.
There's a shit ton of Krobes living on each of your eyelashes right now, Chris. I mean,
I
Oh,
will not be.
10 minus 10
I will not be
fingers.
showering.
are you gonna shampoo your eyelashes?
Oh, he already
No way.
does.
I shampoo and condition.
What were we talking about? Where you do like 10 times it? What was it? What were we talking about?
Doorknobs and shit.
Oh right, underarm deodorant.
Deodorant application.
Yeah.
And
It was 22
and-
times.
yeah. By the way, yeah, it's a
Sorry.
it's a 20 count per arm.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
it's-
must really go through deodorant, like insane amounts of deodorant. Like one
No,
a week? Is it one a week? Do you go through one a week?
I think like once you get down to like the 10th application, I don't think any extra going up and down does much.
Actually, my middle school technology teacher told us that we should only apply as much as we need, just a couple swipes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh really?
And I don't know why
Yeah.
the fuck he said that, but I swear to God he said that to us out of nowhere.
He's
I think
right.
he just saw us
He's right.
applying too much deodorant.
Yeah, exactly. You shouldn't have gone blah 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 30 times. Some people.
But he's a Republican, so he's probably wrong.
But Fiddler, if
It's not an anti-Republican show either.
I can only speak for myself, but I believe I speak for both of you. This is a very pro-abortion podcast. We support abortion
Yeah.
Sure.
in all its forms. We're not pro-choice. We are pro-abortion.
Yeah.
You should have at least one. Yeah. Whenever you choose, you don't have to. Don't feel pressure.
He's getting a vasectomy tomorrow. This is why he's talking about it.
Vasectomy is not an abortion. I'm sorry that I have to be the
It's
one
a
to
pre-abortion.
mansplain this to you. I'm mansplaining this to you.
is abortion.
Anyway. So I think Fiddler was talking about the Chromes, and he's right. They've been around for millions of years. They are affecting our behavior. They can either give us paradise, or when we don't do what they want, they can fucking give us hell. That's the truth. That is the truth.
Yeah, it is true.
He turned red. Had to go right back to the crow.
They're the closest thing we have to gods in this existence.
Are we ready for our quiz?
Yeah, hell yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Now, this is a quiz that you made when Peter Rinaldi was co-host, but we never got to it. It was such a jam-packed episode.
It was
very famous Peter Rinaldi. No relation.
And if you haven't seen his work,
On that note, please have a small discussion while I get more whiskey.
Hey, how many whiskeys does it take to fix technical problems?
17 million glasses. He's laughing. He didn't even hear the punchline. Or wait. Yeah, you only heard the punchline. How much of a sale did you get on that, honey? You got $3 off.
Oh, that's nice.
Wow, look at you.
What's the name of it?
Kentucky Gentleman.
Oh, it sounds like a gentleman's
Only the
drink.
best.
What does Kentucky Lady do so much better?
Yeah, but a Kentucky gentleman, he could make some whiskey.
Oh, and the lady can't?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the lady can. The gentleman.
Wow, are we getting canceled? Did Fiddler get canceled right now? Is Fiddler just canceled?
You left for 20 seconds and Fiddler got canceled.
I want to talk about this. This is a good segue before we play the quiz. This is a good segue
Wonderful.
into what I wanted to talk about, which is Molecule's mother. And I just want to say how great she is, and oh my god, it could be so much worse. You know what I mean? I know, Fiddler. What is? I don't know if we've ever talked about this. I know myself and your mother. We went to a comedy show. It didn't go well. That's all I got to say about that. How are you with your mother-in-law? Like, have we ever talked about that?
Oh yeah, very good relationship. I joke around with her.
They
She
can't
likes
drink
you?
or anything around her.
Yeah, no drinking.
Oh, I see now. I mean, that is insane. That's insane.
There was something else too. I can't remember what it was.
That's
it was very
insane.
strict.
Yeah, the drinking. I'm okay not to drink.
I know,
Yeah.
but like, I'm okay not to drink, but like, not being able to drink, I'm not okay with that. You know what I mean? That's the difference.
That makes it more fun because then you secretly drink.
If she's an alcoholic, fine. I'll respect that. If she's like, had a hard 30 years of nonstop drinking and she doesn't want to just be around it anymore, I get that. That I respect.
Wow.
It's not that, though. It's not that. I suspect it's not that.
You guys joke? Do you guys do you give her a little kiss when you see her?
I'll say this: next time I see her, I will ask her if she's an alcoholic.
You don't have to do that. I'm not asking that. I'm not suggesting you do that. There's nothing if you do that, that's on you. That has nothing to do with me.
First thing to say, not hey, so good to see you.
Case is gonna indirectly break up their marriage.
Before you say anything, and that'll be in my head that you asked the question.
Moving on. Molecule's mother.
All right.
Molecule's mother is a very she is pro-abortion as well. She would say that.
I know.
Abortion any time. That's her motto, and I agree with that. And for any reason, it doesn't matter. And Molecule disagrees with me about this, but she has this toilet, a guest toilet in her house,
Can we? You're so fucking stupid. Go ahead. Show us.
Let's hear it.
I can't wait for this.
I want to say that I love that. I want to personally say I love this, and I'm actually kind of angry
You're
that
so fucking
Molecule
stupid.
is trying to stop me from enjoying this. She's
Why
correcting
did
me.
you warn me?
Why?
You live with me now. I'm stuck with
Molecule stated for the pod.
Oh, please enlighten us with
You are way wrong about this. This is something your mother should be proud of, and I
can't wait.
I don't get why you think it's not something to be proud of. In her bathroom, in the guest bathroom. Now, weirdly, it's not in her bathroom, like the in-suite bathroom of her, the main bedroom.
So weird.
Right.
That's not the case. It's only in the guest room, which theoretically most guests would use. Obviously, they wouldn't go into that. Obviously.
It's got a good name for the room.
Does it?
Guest room.
The guest bathroom.
Guest bath.
Guest bathroom.
Guest bath.
It's not directly related to the guest room. It's it's down the hallway. It's not like
It's like a different
room.
door.
Yeah, exactly. There's 3 guest rooms, and then there's a guest bathroom. Well, in the guest bathroom, but not in the main bathroom. Distinction. You have to hold up you either sit down to pee, or with one hand on the toilet seat and one hand on your dick, you have to hold up the toilet seat while you're peeing, because the toilet seat, if you let it go, it just goes down.
That's
And
better.
I believe her mother purposely did that so like a feminist statement. You know what I mean? You can't fucking aim. Your dick's too small.
Yep.
That you can't hold up the fucking toilet seat. You know what? You better fucking sit down. Your dick's too small. You better sit down. That is a feminist statement.
Boy, how did you get that so quickly?
No, you don't understand. I've been visiting her mother's house for a year and a half. I saw it from day one. The first time I stepped in, I knew exactly what it was. I never thought to bring it up to Molecule because I was sure.
Yeah,
now she's like, my mother has no idea. Bullshit.
And she didn't give it. She just fucking. There was a seat on there. Do you think she fucking knows that when you put? You know who it really actually pisses off is the cleaners. Because somebody was trying to clean it, and they have to hold something.
Yeah.
Toilet.
Yeah.
Maybe she's actually anti-cleaner.
Anti-cleaner. She does it by the construction of the bathroom. Guest bath only.
And they have to tie a towel around the whole fucking unit in order to clean the toilet.
Yeah. I think she's up to something. Yeah. You know what?
It's definitely a pro-feminist statement.
For sure.
Where did you even come up with this shit?
By the way, good job sniffing that out.
You are not convinced me. I am convinced your mother. It's a choice your mother made, and she's like, fuck dudes with small dicks.
What does
Fucking
dick
sit
size
down.
have to do with it? Either?
Well, because if it's too small, you can't hold it. You can't position it and aim it. You know what I mean? You have to be a different size to be able to aim it properly and hold up the toilet seat.
You're struggling a little bit there.
Are we reviewing on the pod that I have a small penis? Is that what's going on right now? I didn't sign up for this.
Read between the lines.
What you witnessed was the normal struggle of a person having to hold up the toilet seat while also positioning his dick.
Everyone, don't worry.
Or greater than. It doesn't have to be just adding.
Well, then you wouldn't have any problem at all. You wouldn't even notice, according to your theory.
You still have to you have to hold your toilet seat and position your dick at the same time. It's going to be uncomfortable, even if you're 9 inches long, which I'm very close to.
When Fiddler uses that toilet, we'll give him an exit interview, and then we'll know his dick size.
Who I feel bad for is your mother's boyfriend, who we'll call Fred.
Oh God!
Because he's got oxygen, one hand. And
Why
it's you know he has a big dick.
Bring it up. I would have forgotten.
That's why you save it for the pod.
This vault that no one listens to. That's a good point.
Oh, well, poof! The Circuit Breakers is now a kink pod. Sorry, you're on it already. You try not to do it. You're in. You're in. Get it? You're in. You're in.
You're in.
You're in.
Oh wow.
I said you guys weren't getting it, so I had to say it.
I swear to God. We could just talk about.
Welcome to Circuit Breakers. We're AI religion thing. Sorry, no, some circuit keepers. Let's do the quiz. Where's that quiz? Where's that fucking quiz?
Let's do the quiz.
Yeah, please.
All right, so keep in mind this quiz was designed for
Peter Rinaldi hosted the
Filmmaker
podcast Back to One.
Magazine. It's all about the work. Podcast version. Wait, no, sorry. Talk about the work.
To talk about the work.
Talk about the work. This was designed for.
What is the work, Fiddler?
for our guest host, but he's not here today.
That's fine. We can handle this quiz. Fiddler and I can handle this quiz just as well
So
as Peter
yeah,
Rinaldi hosted the podcast Back to One.
Okay.
Talking about the work.
Talk about the work. Talk about the work.
I feel like when
Talk
you two
about
say it,
the
I
work.
feel like when you two say it, you're both talking about the same thing.
The same work, probably.
The work.
Yeah, exactly.
The work.
You're the only one who literally has no idea what the work
We're
is.
gonna send you a link, and then you'll understand.
Or as in, you're in HR, so really you have no idea what any work is, really.
God damn.
Save that for the HR pod.
Motherfucker's gonna retire.
To talk about work?
What work?
Talk about work?
Talk about the work.
To talk about work? Where is this quiz? I see just an empty window. I see an empty window. And nothing. Molecules got he's sideways.
Okay.
Yeah, so Fiddler, while she's preparing, don't you think that's pretty awesome that her mother like has this toilet and you have to hold up and like one hand?
I cannot believe that's how she's doing it.
I hope you get to visit someday and witness it for yourself.
I don't know if I want to know. I don't want to deal with that.
Well, this is really good enough.
I think you're saying your penis isn't quite big enough. No, I understand that fully, but mine is, so I'm fine with it, I guess.
Okay, question 1. This question is going to go to Fiddler, just because.
Of course. Guess we're going by thick size or small is the largest.
Yeah, the dude with the biggest dick after this conversation is going to go first.
I knew a word you said. I'm sure our listeners didn't either. Did you say ColecoVision? Was it ColecoVision? Was that in there?
What was the first movie ever made?
Oh my god. I bet you Peter Rinaldi hosted the podcast Back to One is talking about the work.
3
Wouldn't
points
know
if
this.
you can get it before the clues.
Oh, right. Yeah, I need the clues. I definitely need the clues. I need the clues.
Well, it's not your question, so calm down.
You can give it a 1 in 4 chance by guessing before the clues. You're gonna give me a worse chance.
Yeah. You know this. You know this whole thing.
You know the drill.
You know the funny thing, I don't really know if I would know it if you were named 4.
Exactly.
So it's like, am I any worse off? Unless one of the choices is like absolutely ridiculous.
Right.
Like
Obviously,
the
maybe two of them are
Simpsons.
ridiculous.
You
Yeah,
have a
right.
1 in 4 chance.
Well, you don't even know because this is the first time we've heard this quiz. Is an AI generate? You have no idea whether they're utterly ridiculous answers or like ones that like could all be real. You have no clue.
This is real.
This is the first question. You can't go by the host.
This is real because I thought it was interesting.
And by the way, she knows almost as much about movies as you do, so yeah, she might think they're real answers, and that could be.
I know this is real because I thought it was interesting, and I looked up the details of it when I made it.
Okay.
When the AI made it.
I said corrected. I said
That is very much real.
I'm man enough to admit I'm wrong. I'm man enough to hold up that toilet seat. I'm man enough to admit I'm wrong.
It's my hesitation that you would like to hear your choices.
All right, yeah, let's hear the choices. Yeah. I
Pussy.
Is it A, the horse in motion?
Whoa.
Is it B, arrival of a train?
They both sound pretty great.
Is it C, round hay garden scene? Or is it D, the Lumiere brothers short films?
The
horse
This is a tough one.
in
This is a
motion.
tough one. This is a tough one.
Arrival
It's
of
not
a
The
train,
Godfather. You thought one of them would be The Godfather, but it's not that
round
way.
hay garden scene.
Now I get a 1 in 3 chance. Thank you.
So basically, is it a horse, a train, a garden, or a brothers?
You have no idea.
Man. You know, by the way, the
I'm gonna
first
take
two
some to
sound
smoke a little
the
weed
first
just to
two
make it a
sound
little
made up.
harder on you. Just to give myself a little bit of a disadvantage. I'm gonna smoke some weed.
I mean, the first two sound made up. And the third
They're all
one,
made up.
the third one,
At
I'm
least
gonna
one of
go
them
with-
is not made up.
I'm gonna go with the brothers.
The Lumiere brothers short films is incorrect.
Damn it. Now you have a 1 in 3 chance.
Can you read them? Can you read them again, please?
The horse in
I just
motion,
smoked a lot of weed.
arrival of a train, or the round hay garden scene.
The arrival of a train is my answer.
You are also incorrect.
What? That's the first thing they filmed. Was a train coming.
What was
You're
the answer?
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I think she was about to do that.
The answer is the horse in motion.
The horse in motion.
Yeah,
I heard
you can
it
look
was
it
a
up.
train.
It's a real thing.
I
heard it was a
mean,
train
yeah.
thing.
We will. Who's the auditor of the questions tonight? Is there?
AI's been doing it the whole thing.
All right, yeah, good.
So it's 0-0. I mean, this is the
Zero.
closest. This is the furthest you've been ahead, Fiddler.
Oh my god. Don't let him talk that shit.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Save it for the pod.
All right, case study. Your
Yeah.
question
This
is
is
next.
my question now.
Related to the first question.
Oh God.
Who is credited with creating the first motion picture?
Oh shit. I'm gonna need the answers. Yeah.
Did I just shout it out?
I'm gonna need the answers. I'm gonna need it.
All right. The answers are Louis Le Prince,
Shit.
Thomas Edison, Jorge Melalis, or Georges Melalis, or
What?
Edouard Muybridge.
The obvious answer, of course.
Yeah, just give the easy question.
Louis
Edison,
Le
Thomas
Prince?
Edison.
Thomas Edison. Is that what your final answer?
I mean, Edison might have technically came up with the concept and created a certain number of frames. I don't know if those froofy fucking movie buffs will consider him to be the first movie maker. You know what I mean? Because yeah, you gotta have a little bit more than that. You have dialogue. I don't know.
I don't know if he's talking himself into it or
Oh,
not.
I think, yeah. I think he's stalling. He's stalling this answer. He has, you know what he does? He has no idea.
I want to type it into the computer, but I wouldn't do that because I don't have the fucking sheet to beat this clown.
Yeah.
I say Thomas Edison. Final answer.
He secretly has his Google Glass on and he's trying to research it.
I sold that thing for triple what I paid for it. Or half.
you
I don't know if it's half or triple. What?
Incorrect.
What? Crazy. He
Louis,
invented
you
it
have a chance to
technically.
steal
Oh, yeah. I accept the chance.
for 2 points. Is it Louis Le Prince, Georges or Jorge or whatever you want to say, Melis,
Georges,
or
wow.
Edward
Would be a
Muybridge.
more Karen way to say Jorge than George's.
I'm gonna go with Edward.
You are correct.
What?
By the way,
2
Molly,
points.
What? 2 points? I only get 1 point if I answer it correctly?
Molecule, this is crazy. I can't believe this game ends in 2 rounds.
It is over. It's over. You've won, Fiddler. Congratulations.
I don't know. I just came up with the scoring system on the fly, but that's gonna stick.
That was a grueling match.
But keep in mind, case study, you have a chance to do the same thing if he gets this one wrong.
Why not? But should we talk about AI news and come back to the game? You know, like give it the first round.
One more round.
All right, yeah, let's do it.
All right, hey. You have a chance to get it back.
I have a chance to get more, too.
Okay. This is for Fiddler.
Yeah.
Ooh. What year did Louis Le Prince create the film Roundhay Garden Scene?
Oh, shit.
Darn thing.
That's connected to the last question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Peace.
Roundhay
What
Gardens.
are the choices?
It should be
In no
obvious.
particular order.
Oh, you need the choices.
The choices are 1878,
Oh, that sounds about right.
1888,
But that sounds a little better.
1895,
That sounds even more better.
or 1900.
Oh, I thought there was going to be 2001 on there, but it's not. They all sound pretty fucking legitimate. 1900 actually sounds
I don't know.
78, 88, 95, or aught.
1800s, by the way, not 19s. Just so just keep that in mind.
1878,
Yeah,
1800.
I know you're thinking, what is it, 1978, maybe? Because you literally know nothing about movies, but yeah, it's 18.
1900. Jeez, I really don't know. I think we don't know.
Surprise, surprise. You don't even know about the work. You have no idea.
Well, just think about what you.
On to Roundhay Garden Scene 2. What are we talking? The sequel.
It's
that was
one.
good. Yeah,
One.
here several years later. I'm just looking for
Wouldn't it be cool if Peter Rinaldi just ran this shit and knew every fucking answer?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he would have been on here if you had given him a chance, but you didn't. You didn't see fit to include the quiz in our last episode.
I didn't.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, whatever they're
78?
talking about is so important, I can't interrupt it with the quiz.
It kind of.
But you know what? I bet you he wouldn't be able to get it right. I bet you he wouldn't. It's like not that important. It's like when you talk about people who, like, I'm sure, I don't know.
Did he go
What's
to school
HR?
for
What's
any of this
possible?
shit?
What possibly is a precursor of HR? I have no idea.
Didn't
What?
he?
Not that you don't know anything about this man's background, but did he go to school for this?
Well, he went to school for movie making,
Okay.
but does that translate to a podcast about?
You tell me.
But also, does that mean that he is able
stalled.
to answer questions
78,
that are about
88,
history?
or 95?
Yeah, Stalin. Yeah.
88.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
got a little
88.
distracted there too.
Yeah, you did. 88.
88, is that your final answer?
That is my final answer. That is correct. Thank you very
That
much.
is correct.
Yeah, I knew, of course. No, would Peter
1988.
Rinaldi host it back to one podcast? No, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are tied.
Oh wow.
We have one more question before we go into AI news.
Hold on.
No. Fiddler has a chance to steal.
Yeah.
This is for you, case study.
Oh.
Which ancient art form combines storytelling with a series of images shown one after the other? The ancient art form. This is right up his alley.
It is right up my alley. It is. And I have to decide whether the correct answer is the one represented by whatever quiz thing you managed to concoct with AI. You know what I mean? And that's where it gets tricky. It's like moves. You can have the wrong answer, but if it's the wrong answer and you have it as the correct answer, I can't argue that as just a contestant in the game. So what I'm going to have to do is hear the answers and to pick the earliest one out of them, from my own knowledge. So I will choose the answers. Thank you. I will not guess and get 3 points.
Okay.
Oh, that's leading
Wow.
to.
Whatever the fuck you just said.
I know Fiddler's lost. He looked completely dumbfounded, staring up into space.
Yeah, corporate
Seen that
secretary.
many
will have
times.
it. The corporate secretary would note that in the minutes.
Yeah, I do want to see minutes for the next episode. I want minutes. I missed
You
the
will see
minutes.
them.
Yeah, thank
You will see them.
Make a note about the minutes. Make a minutes about the minutes, about the notes, about the minutes. Whatever you HR enough.
Whoa.
Yeah, the corporate secretary.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's what it comes down to. Molecule. What are the answers for the
The
question
answers
of?
are Cantastoria, Shadography,
Oh God.
Lantastoria,
Oh my God.
or Camera Obscura.
What was the question again?
Is he able to ask the audience?
I could
Yes.
phone a friend, and when I'm phoning the person on phone is going to be you, Fiddler. So you better go over there.
I'm ready.
He'll get negative points for it, but he is allowed.
I happily take this.
Call
Which
me up.
ancient art form combines storytelling with a series of images shown one after the other?
I'm gonna have to go with, unfortunately, Camera Obscura.
That is incorrect.
Let's see.
You know what? It didn't sound right.
Fiddler, you have a chance to steal? Is it?
Let me give you a
Cantas-
clue, Fiddler. It's about the work.
Coming from the guy that just messed the question.
It's about the work.
Is it Cantastoria, Shadography, or Lantastoria?
It's about the work.
Whatever the last one, obviously.
I choose the last one. I think I should write that on your grave when you finally die.
I chose the last one.
So you're going for Lantastoria.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
That is incorrect.
Yeah, of course.
Damn it.
Never the last one.
Never
is-
the last one.
Cantastoria.
Isn't that what you
Yeah.
just selected?
They sound so different.
Actually, the AI told me Magic Lantern, but I changed it because that was fucking stupid. So I came up with Lantastoria. So you actually chose the one I made up. Congratulations.
Well, that's a little better than AI than choosing the AI version. It's still a
Magic
human.
Lantern, like get the fuck out of here, AI.
It's still a human doing it.
Yeah.
A human that is exercising some
So I said
creative control.
Lantastoria and Fiddler.
You are
fell for it,
using
so.
AI exactly
Yeah.
the way artists should use AI,
Yeah.
as a tool. You're
Is that a
using it
witch
to-
spell? Is that what that was?
Yeah, that was pretty much a witch.
Is that a
spell.
witch's spell?
That was a
That
witch's
seemed like
spell.
that.
A Magic Lantern, which is
Just
spell.
work that
Okay,
in. I don't know what's gonna happen, Fiddler. I hope it's a good spell, but it might be a bad.
Yeah,
one.
me
Be
too.
prepared.
Did the other listeners
Strap
that hear it,
yourselves
the other people listening, are they subject to the spell too?
in. You think there's listeners?
Yeah. Take that for the
Funny, you
pod.
think there's listeners. She shot the spell from you to you into the fucking void of nothingness.
Yeah.
There are no
Years in the making.
She's playing the slow game. That's true. That's true.
I'll come down to this, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Here we are.
Monday night,
Yeah.
well, halfway past the middle of the year.
They say Mondays are boring. Nope. We figured out how to make it interesting.
Not on the second Monday of July.
Is it? Yeah, I guess it is.
Is it?
Yeah, what day is
It
it?
is.
What day is it?
It is. The first was Monday.
That's one of the hilarious scenes of The Big Lebowski where he's like, "You're running around just like that on a Tuesday," and he's like, "Is it? What day is it?" He was like, "It's not Tuesday," but then he was like, "Wait a minute, maybe it is Tuesday." That was a great movie.
That was good. That was
We gotta
good.
watch it again soon. We
Yeah.
watched that, Fiddler. You and I watched it, right? We were
Yeah.
in Pennsylvania. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
That's
It's
good.
funny.
I've
Yeah.
seen it many times.
Yeah, me too. I've seen it at least a dozen times.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
But still, it's fun to
That's
watch
good
again.
stuff.
You know, it's like we've been watching stuff with me. I know it's gonna sound really sappy and saccharine. But like Molly and I have been watching it, movies and TV and stuff, and it's like the first time, kind of, because it's like we watch it together. I know that sounds sad.
Something you both have seen a long time ago.
Yeah,
You watch it together, and
yeah,
then you
we
get like
laugh
a little
at different
different.
points and everything. Yeah, and like we talk about stuff that's happening, and it's like
Yeah.
we make each other see things differently about the movie or whatever.
Yeah, I can
I
see
just
that.
sneezed 8
Bless
times.
you.
Yeah, you did.
Thank you. Yeah.
Bless you.
And I've
Bless
never,
you.
I've never seen
Bless
6
you.
Feet Under, so we've been watching that. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
showed her time traveling. Future Man. Remember Future Man? That was hilarious.
No, I think I see. Yeah.
That was
We watched it
pretty
over
good.
my house. We watched it in my house in New York.
Did we?
Oh yeah.
No, Fiddler and I.
You mean it? Oh,
Like as it came out, we watched it in New York.
Yeah.
really? That's cool.
Yeah, the first season. I don't know if we continued on after the first
Did
season.
you guys
I
like
don't-
binge
I
it,
don't
or
know.
did you keep coming back to your house?
It was. I think it was released weekly,
Yeah.
and we only watched it together.
Yeah.
Oh,
we wanted
you
it
guys,
behind a
sat
little
down
bit.
and watched it as it came out.
Yeah, I think it was because we would meet up at least once a week, drink
Yeah.
at my house,
Yeah.
smoke a little weed, drink at my house.
Could have had a podcast then too.
Yeah, we could have. Yeah, that would have been great, actually. Imagine
Yeah.
looking back at that. Why didn't we do that?
Yeah.
Oh, that would have
Yeah.
been
Could have
hilarious.
been like the first ones.
But even you would forget about that. That would have been hilarious to just listen back on that.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we just
Good
sat in
for-
there and talked about crazy shit for like hours.
Oh yeah.
If we put that on the air, I mean, that would have been
Oh, yeah.
fucking. That's probably amazing.
Okay.
You're liking *Sapiens*, right? You've been reading *Sapiens*. You're liking it, right? It's
Yeah,
great.
it's a good
great
book.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Really opened
and
your
it's
eyes.
articulated well by the author.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But you gotta read. I sent you the book. You have to read after that. I sent that to you.
Yeah. I put it in my good. I'm in the Goodreads app.
Good.
That's where you put your good reads.
Yeah, but you can't get the books in there, right? It's like social media.
You just
for
like-
reading.
It's kind of like, oh, I want to read, and then I put that book
Yeah,
there.
I want to tell the podcast listeners, like the one or two that might listen, at some specific point in the future. You literally read like 2 books your entire life up until like a year ago, right? Less than a year ago. You read like
I
you've
would say
already
it's a
surpassed.
spare-
You've already doubled at least the number of books that you've read in your life in the last 6 months, right?
I mean, yeah, versus the last 20 years. Yeah.
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 I mean, and also if you forget about, in fact, I want to do this right now. Let's take
Inflation.
Let's take technical books out of the equation, like poker books or like cookbooks. Forget about that. Like *Sapiens*, I don't consider that because it's like there's a narrative there.
It's like a real. Yeah.
How many of those like have you read in
20
your life?
years?
Have you read in your life versus have you read in the last couple months?
I can only remember like after my collegiate career.
You don't remember anything you read before that.
No. And if I did, I probably read a little bit, not much.
That'd be
whenever-
children books anyway or whatever, so that's kind of irrelevant.
Whenever you could read books you read like 5 books, you get a free Pizza Hut pizza.
Right.
Like, yeah, I get the
Okay.
5 books in.
Did you actually do it, or did you just try to?
No,
I remember that.
I did it. I remember just doing it so I can get the pizza. I didn't like the reading.
That was good motivation. I remember that shit.
Yeah.
So never a point where you might have said like, you know what? If I just read 4 books and say I read 5, I'll get a free pizza. There's never a point where that crossed your mind.
It crossed my mind, but I was like, oh well, yeah, it's a fair contest,
Okay.
and I was
yeah,
like,
that's a good point.
I'm gonna read all the
point.
books. I didn't love it.
Right, but you remember nothing about those books. You've read every line, but you
I
remember
mean,
nothing.
I couldn't even tell. Even if you named the titles of the
You wouldn't
books,
know. You wouldn't know.
I probably wouldn't recognize them.
Right. So would you say while you were reading them, you were reading them literally, but they were not registering on your. Like you weren't
I mean, it was
making
so
mental
long.
imagery or anything like that about it as you were reading it.
It was so long ago. I mean, I must have remembered some of it.
Well, it's fair to say you didn't enjoy it. You're doing it
It must have been because I didn't do more of it.
Right. You just did it
Ever.
just to get the free pizza.
Right.
I'm literally no other reason. You were not enjoying
Yeah.
it. You're just did you pick the smallest books? Because that's what I would have done. I would have picked like the tiniest
I don't-
books.
I think sometimes I pick like one that I really didn't want to read.
Just to make it sharp.
Yeah, make it sharp. Yeah. And I was like, all right, this counts as a real book, Even though the other ones might have been shorter, but the one felt real.
That's pretty hilarious. That's funny.
You know how you could just go read the words for a while and then be done with 2 paragraphs
I've
and be
done
like,
that.
did I even read anything?
I've done that. Yeah,
Like, what did I
for
just?
sure.
You were reading in a second.
But to be fair, I haven't done that with entire books. I've done
Yeah,
that
of
with
course.
1
or 2 pages, and then I have to go
Yeah,
back and reread it, But you sound
Yeah.
like you've read entire books and literally just mounted the words or whatever, and never thought about it.
I just saying, I don't remember. I never really read much after that.
So how do you feel about it now? When you read something, does it form imagery in your head? Do you think you remember this more than you would in the past? We got 15
Yeah,
minutes
for
left.
sure. Yeah, for sure.
So what do you think's changed?
Maybe I just forgot.
Okay.
Oh, this
Maybe.
is really riveting AI news.
yeah. AI created all of this.
Yeah, exactly. We
This
would
is
have
AI
any of this
created.
without AI.
Yeah. This is AI created.
That's a good point.
I looked up the what is considered the 9 funniest and most shocking AI fails.
Sounds great. Let's hear them.
It's kind of
Here's some.
Amazon's Alexa likes to party. In fact, one device partied so hard the cops showed up. While Oliver Hamburgstrahl, a resident of Hamburg, Germany, was out one night, his Alexa randomly began playing loud music at 2 a.m. After knocking on the door and ringing his home to no answer, neighbors called the cops to shut the party, in quotes, down. When the cops eventually arrived on the scene, they broke down Hamburgstrahl's front door to get in, unplugged the Alexa, and then installed a new lock. Unaware of the incident, Hamburgstrahl arrived home later that night only to find that his keys didn't work anymore, so he had to head to the police station, retrieve his new keys, and pay a pretty expensive locksmith bill.
Wow.
What? Why did they change the lock?
Is this an AI-generated story?
Is there something going on with the Twitch screen?
I couldn't figure out where to put this, so I put it in the wage slaves. Yeah, maybe it's a slavery wage slaves.
Just toss it.
Wait, what did you do? Oh my god,
I had this on AI News, and I was trying to figure out what other thing to put it on, you know what I mean? And I was like, well, why not just it fits under the wage slave thing.
dude. Why are the letters so close together?
That's the biggest concern. Spacing of letters.
Excuse me, I want to talk to a manager about the spacing of the letters. And thank you, Karen. Step aside.
Why are there so many women in hardware?
That's AI generated.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Very
Never
woke.
mind.
It's very woke. Why would I? You think I went out there and fucking found those images? Of course they look AI generated. I don't give a fuck. This is an AI podcast. You hear about fucking hand painting random diverse people. I had to make them all green because I have more green fucking crayons than anything else.
Okay, here's the next AI fail.
Let's hear it.
Moving on. Okay. After attempting to renew his passport, Richard Lee, 22-year-old man of Asian descent, was turned down by the New Zealand Department of Internal Affairs after its software claimed his eyes were closed in his picture. Oh, God. The facial recognition software rejected Lee's photo, and Lee had to contact the department in order to speak to a human and get his new
Chinese.
passport validated.
Oh my god, a subtle racist joke by AI. That's hilarious.
And nearly 20% of passport photos submitted are rejected due to software errors. And luckily, Lee took the rejection lightly. No hard feelings on my part. I've always had very small eyes, and facial recognition technology is relatively new and unsophisticated.
Yeah.
It was a robot.
It looks like your color of your eye is very close to the color of your skin. We're gonna have to reject you.
So my AI is racist. Yeah, go figure.
Yeah. It's only trained on the entirety of human data for the last 100 years. Why is it racist? Yeah.
All right, maybe that's enough of those.
No, I like it. I like it.
Yeah. Goes right along with the slide.
Kind of does, Bobby. All right, one more.
Let's do it.
Seem to be having a lot of fun with voice-controlled assistants such as Amazon Alexa. Maybe too much fun. When a toddler asks his family,
Oh shit, it's a
play-
threesome story. Threesome with the Alexa. I've thought about it. I've tried to enable it, but like she doesn't keep up. Not yet.
When a toddler asks his family's Alexa to play his favorite song, Digger Digger, Alexa
Oh
heard something else.
Jesus! It's another racist joke. Oh my god! Of course it's gonna rhyme with Digger.
I don't know yet. In response to the request, Alexa said, "You want to hear a station for porn detected? Hot chick, amateur girl, sexy." Alexa's dirty mind didn't stop there either, and she continued to name a number of porn terms in front of the toddler.
She's
incident was
like, what's some
What
porn
the parents
terms?
likely thought would be a fun and more memorable home video turned into a raunchy encounter.
Wow.
Wait, what words are you thinking that rhyme with that?
And you
I
want
was
to hear a
thinking
station
jiggler.
for porn detected? Hot chick, amateur girl, sexy. How did Digger Digger come up with that?
Well,
I can see the racial thing.
if I could go down this rabbit hole, this is what I think
Oh,
happened.
please do. You dirty
I mean,
dog.
look, he did sniff out that thing with your mother.
Oh my god.
Stefan, it's so obvious. It's so amazing. The best thing about it all, she's convinced him that. Oh yeah, it was put in that way. I'm not.
Oh, there's
I
a
got
video
nothing.
to this one. Guess I
Had
can't
nothing to
put
do
that
with
on
it. It was put in the way originally. I didn't install that. That makes it even better.
Yeah.
And the sad thing is, we built this thing for her. Because it was there. It's been there for months on the table. We built it, and then I was giving her a
Not
surprise.
months, but a month.
At least a month, maybe 2. I don't know exact timing of it. I won't need math minor.
It has been there a while.
Been there a while. And sadly, we didn't do it before other people were in the house. We could have done it earlier, and then people would have, when the table would have been cleared. So I mean,
It's fine. It's fine.
That's on us.
What are you? Just a real quick question. What are you? What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, you fucking set that up so poorly. Oh my god.
I'm sure if you don't understand, I'm sure all the listeners understand explicitly exactly what you know.
Well, there's like a piece of furniture, like a big kind of like a linen closet, but like a big piece of furniture that has just been in shambles. That like an IKEA thing all over my mom's dining table for a while. Like there's like a blanket on the table, just tons of pieces of this
We have
cabinet.
8
that hasn't
minutes
been put
left. This
together
is great. It's perfect timing for this.
for like at least a month. It's just been all over the table. My mom left. She won't be back until late July. She just retired and she's on her gallivanting with my sister. And so all of this non-put together furniture was on the table.
Yeah, so we went in there and we were like,
Those are
we're
set up.
here. Let's just build the thing. It's like IKEA furniture. I've done it. It's not a big deal. It's like they give you the little screwdrivers and whatnot. You turn the thing in. You put that in. Put the little thing in there. You turn it. It's like it's not difficult. You know what I mean? It's time consuming. Yeah, because it literally was like 100 pieces or whatever. It's not hard. So we just did it. I was gonna be like
He just did it. I didn't do shit.
You helped out
him
a
hold
lot. You helped out. You helped out.
We'd be fighting if we tried to do it together. So
Yeah,
none
we
of us
did.
one person.
Judging by we did the chairs, and the chairs got a little. That second chair got a little. The first
Not
chair.
even.
It's good to
First
it's
chair
good
got a
to
little
recognize that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
heated. The second chair was
Yeah.
fine because we already knew what to expect from the first chair, but the first chair got a little heated. Yeah.
Oh, has your mom seen the surprise?
Well, she's traveling, but I guess her boyfriend went in the house and saw it, and then was like, "Oh, hey, somebody finished your the thing."
Oh, that's nice.
And my sister was so pissed that he said something. She already hates him.
Yeah.
Oh, she was angry that he mentioned the
Yeah,
the
exactly.
surprise.
Yeah.
But
my mom wrote
it's
this really nice text message, and I sent it to Case, and like about how some magical fairy came in. It's the best retirement.
I think she's calling me
ever.
gay, but that's fine. I mean, whatever.
No, that was nice.
Magic brownie fairies. So I don't know what she knows you were high when you did it. Obviously.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't think it was. I mean, geez, why she's always gonna think that.
But yeah, so Case put it together, and Bill spilled the beans.
Yeah.
But it's just as much of a surprise
Right.
for her to hear it from Bill versus like seeing it.
She's probably like, what? What are you talking about? What are you?
But I didn't want to.
Yeah. So that's
Exactly.
cool. Whatever, but that's fine. I don't care. I don't care either way. I just did it just to do it.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, let's hear it.
What'd you do with all the extra pieces that you didn't use?
There were two extra pieces.
There's always extras.
Yeah, people put sometimes they put less in. You're lucky to get more than less. So, I'm welcome to more because that means it's you know what? We put enough in, let's put a couple more. Just to be sure.
Exactly.
I appreciate that.
Was it 17 or 18? And you're like, I'll just add one more.
It's better than only having 14 because, they underestimated it. You have to put more in. I'd rather have times more than,
It must be.
Go ahead, Bilber.
I'd say it must be because there's always some random extras. Always.
You're right. And then maybe I put it in wrong because, there's nothing that needs to be, you don't have to hold your dick while you open it. Or anything like that, maybe
you put it on wrong.
Maybe I made it too easy.
Yeah. She's gonna be pissed that you didn't install it like a toilet.
You have to hold a big enough dick or sit down to use this closet. This is.
You know what? I'm gonna send this to my mother, and you're gonna be.
If your mother is smart, she's gonna take full responsibility for that. Yes, daughter, I've been lying to you for 12 years. That is what I intended from the beginning. I saw you didn't need to sit down. I made it so that you had to sit down. Unless your dick is big enough.
Continue the quiz at a later date.
We have 4 minutes left. How
4
many
minutes.
How many can we get in? Let's get it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, it's Fiddler's turn.
Yes.
What was the first American film to feature a shot of a? Oh my God! I swear to God, I don't make this shit up. A flushing toilet.
A shot of flushing toilet.
Oh my God. The sad part is I know the answer to this question.
Yeah, me too.
You better get this right then, Fiddler.
Please guess it and don't get it right so that I might guess it.
Choices.
Can you repeat the question one more time?
What was the first American film to feature a shot of a flushing toilet?
The shot of a flushing toilet. Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, I read it the wrong. I heard it the wrong way before. Okay, what?
You thought it was.
That's what was taking a shot of the toilet water.
Oh, they still haven't done that for a reason. It's almost as bad as taking a nail out of someone's penis. Or drinking alcohol through a straw that was in someone's nose.
Oh, would you like to hear the choices?
Yeah.
3 minutes.
Gone with the Wind. B. Psycho. C. Casablanca. Or D. Citizen Kane.
Wow.
I don't know.
Wow.
I mean, I really don't know.
You have no idea.
Casablanca or Citizen Kane?
You just gave me a 1 in 3 chance.
It seemed like it would have been before Psycho. That wasn't that bad. Maybe not the first. What was the first one? Casablanca?
Gone with the Wind, Psycho,
Gone with the Wind.
Casablanca, or Citizen Kane?
I think Citizen Kane. Go with the last one!
Can you list them in order? What do you think is the chronological order?
No.
Is that your final answer? D?
Yeah.
That is incorrect.
Of course.
Damn it!
Correct. Of course it is.
Of course.
The answer is Citizen Kane. Final answer.
That is what Fiddler said.
That's what
Oh, let me hear the answers again. Let me hear the answers.
No,
No, it's a joke. It's a joke. I was joking. Let me hear the answers. Let's hear the answers so I make
That was not a joke.
That was it. Under a minute. Let's hear it. Let's hear
If
it.
you heard the answers 3 times, if you really know it, then you'll
What?
Yeah, agreed.
I'm gonna say Psycho. I'm saying Psycho because that's the only one I remember. So there you go.
Oh, too bad, we're out of time.
Oh, wow.
All
Just
right,
like
Phil,
that.
Say good night,
All right.
everybody.
That was a good show.
That was a good pod. We'll
Yeah,
be
that's good.
Let's be forced up. Yeah, I liked it. I thought we had a lot of fun. There's a lot of laughter. I think it's good, huh?
Yeah.
You get a lot of behind
And
the
you know,
scenes stuff. Hey, that'll teach me.
Stay salty. You'll get your nuts.